Show. We're here every first and third Wednesday of the month, today being the first of the month, so we're back. You know, last week, Motherlode League finally started their action, and I can say that my predictions came 100% true. Sonora put a whoop for and why whooping on Argonaut, 49-0. Now, that being said, I can unequivocally 100% guarantee that this week Argonaut will not lose. That's because they're on a bye. You know, with Sonora coming into the league, every team has a bye this year, and this is Argonaut's bye this week. So, the other two games kind of went as expected. Calaveras easily handled Bret Hart, 42-7. They went up by 21 points early in the first quarter and never looked back, so that game was expected. Our game of the week, which was the best game by far of the week, expected to be the best game, Amador beat Somerville 21-14, and I will tell you, and I'll make another prediction right now, that win right there will vault Amador into second place of the Motherlode League at the end of the season, and they will make the playoffs. Because of that head-to-head competition, with Somerville being the other contender in that, I don't expect either one of those teams to beat Sonora. However, even if Amador were to slip up in another game, that would put them tied with Somerville. They would have the head-to-head tiebreaker. That puts Amador in the playoffs, and that's how I believe it's going to finish up. So what's happening this week? As I said, Argonaut's on a bye. Amador goes down to Linden. Linden was on a bye last week. Amador, I think, gets their second league win of the season. The other couple games on schedule is Bret Hart's over at Somerville. That should be an easy win for Somerville. Calaveras has to go on the road against Sonora. I expect Sonora to prevail with that one. Let's talk a little bit about the Amador game last week. Just an absolute fantastic high school football game. If you haven't had the opportunity to see it, do yourself a favor and watch that game. It started out, I was questioning. Amador won the toss. They deferred. Now, me personally, I like to use my strengths against the other team weakness. In Somerville, their offense has obviously been their strength. So to give them the ball on the opening kickoff, I questioned that strategy. And it looked like a big question because Somerville took the ball, marched all the way down. However, they stalled. They didn't score. Amador gets the ball, goes all the way down. They stall. They attempt a 25-yard field goal and miss. So it's still 0-0. Then they go back and forth a little bit, and all of a sudden Amador gets on the scoreboard, or excuse me, Somerville gets on the scoreboard with a 55-yard pass from Farrell to Warnick to take a 7-0 lead. But Amador comes right back. Grunwald on a 6-yard run ties up the game at 7-7, and that's how we went into halftime. Now you're thinking Amador's in pretty good shape, right? They get the opening kickoff for the second half. They go down on a 60-yard run, a 1-yard run by Littlefield on a 60-yard drive and take a 14-7 lead. We knew the fireworks weren't over yet. Somerville comes right back and goes 80-yard pass from Farrell again to Warnick to tie it up 14-14, and we've got ourselves a ball game. Now it looks like maybe we're going to overtime. Somerville's got the ball. There's still plenty of time on the clock. They're on their own 41-yard line, and they decide to go for it on fourth down. I totally question that call. There's plenty of time. They've got a great punter. Instead of making Amador go the full length of the field, they go for it on fourth down. Amador holds. Guess what? They've got the ball at the 41-yard line. They finish the drive off with a 17-yard pass from Grunwald to Williams, 21-14. But wait, it's not over yet. Somerville gets the kickoff. They drive all the way down. They score a touchdown. It gets called back. There were plays in this. Amador had a touchdown called back on a push in the back for Grunwald to help him get in the end zone. Then there was a holding call in the corner that I did, or pass interference call that I didn't see. Then another holding call, and this game's going back and forth. You look like Somerville's going to punch it in, and we're still going to go to overtime. But that didn't happen. The Buff defense held on and held on strong. They come away with a 21-14 victory. Great job by all the people you would expect. Grunwald had a real good game. Eric Williams, the quick little receiver, had a good thing. Littlefield ran out of the backfield like a fiend along with Collins. On the defensive side, the other Littlefield. Daniquas came up huge with a couple quarterback sacks there in the fourth quarter. TJ Sweet. Amador looked for real. They've got 2 wins in a row. They've got momentum, and they're going in. Let's talk about baseball playoffs. I don't know if you stayed up last night. The Oakland A's finished their monumental collapse of the year. They had the best record in baseball and absolutely choked it away. Lost last night in 12 innings, 9-8, after leading in the 8th, 7-2. Good season, not good enough. Kansas City moves on for the first time in 29 years. They're in the playoffs, and they move on. And how about our Giants? The Giants play tonight. 1-game elimination against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, the Giants, and the A's all finished with identical records at 88-40 after 162 games. Who would have thunk it? Go Giants tonight, bums on the mound. Let's shift over to the NFL. How about those 49ers? They finally got a big victory against Philadelphia on Sunday, and a win they really needed, and now they got Alex Smith coming back to town. Kaepernick against Smith at Levi's Stadium on Sunday. I think we're about out of time. We appreciate you watching, and remember, Frank H. at TSPNTV.com. Send me your questions, send me your comments. We'll see you next time.